Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He eludes the rush. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Punting team on the field. Defense stops the drive with that sack. Running it back, it's Johnson. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. Nobody open downfield. He just...
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Runs right over the defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Sharp. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here comes a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. He stays alive. Short completion to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback's safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joe Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense and being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And looking for a big play here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Grab down the middle. It's sharp. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. Offense in hurry-up mode. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse, let's see what they do here. Or play it safe. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Bringing it back, it's Johnson. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of a half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he's got some open field. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. Inside the 20. Past the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That is a big play, finally brought down at the 44.
Does a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The sure hands. It's McGooligan. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense has got the football. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense joins the party with a score.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. I mean, this linebacker's been hitting people all day. He finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on a football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. He'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across the 40. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right side on the toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, I cannot believe that he put the ball on the ground, working with the lead in the national title. You just know the head coach and the offensive coordinator told the offense before they ran onto the field, guys, hold on to the ball. The only way they get back into it is if we turn it over. It's exactly what they've done. And now your opponent has an opportunity to cut into this lead.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Looking for the wideout. The ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. It's 3rd down for the offense. Here's the handoff. Breaking tackles. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got them to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it.
And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Now the 40. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But they're ready.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Syracuse. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Looking to throw now on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it. Offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down, looking to throw the football. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. This is the 6th play on the drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Orangeman.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run moves the ball across the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Great cut there. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of